Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of this channel, and I'll be taking you on a journey through narcissism, understanding the narcissist, and understanding the narcissist related disorders. Today I'm going to be presenting to you episode 82, and episode 82 is really less of a typical episode and more of a response to a question I got from somebody on the N.A.R.C.N network concerning why I still observe my narcissist. I posted a video a couple of days back, and I guess the person on the network actually saw this video. And they raised a question to me of why exactly do I still observe my narcissist? Because, of course, when we're dealing with narcissists, it's very often a good idea just to, use the go-so rule, which is get out and stay out and just not deal with that narcissist anymore after they put you through that type of traumatic event that they do with you when you're dealing with a narcissist. But I'm just going to go into some points here as to why I actually still observe my narcissist. And hopefully this will answer the question that the person posed on the N.A.R.C.N network, and maybe even answer this question to you, some of you guys out there who might be curious about why I still do this as well. So just to get straight to the point about this, one of the reasons I observe my narcissist still is because this is single-handedly the most traumatic event I've ever been through in my life. As far as a relationship goes. As I've explained in N.A.R.C.N videos before, I knew this person for at least 15 years before I became involved with them in a romantic way or an intimate way. And I did consider this person actually a friend for that whole time, even though I didn't speak to them. Sometimes I would speak to them quite often for a number of months, regularly every week, a couple of times a week. And then we would go sometimes periods of time where we didn't talk to each other for 6 months. And then we even went one point where we didn't talk to each other for like a year. But for the most part, I've always considered this person a friend of mine like this. She would tell me all kinds of things that went on in her life. I would tell her all kinds of things about me that went on in my life, and I tried to be very transparent with her. At least I tried to be very transparent with her with what went on. I think maybe she may have told me a lot of stuff that might have been accurately going on in her life, but I believe that because she's a narcissist, she probably also lied to me about a massive amount of stuff as well too. Because of course this is what narcissists do. But for me, as far as keeping an eye on her like this, in a way, this may seem kind of a little bit like I'm stalking her, but this isn't actually what I'm doing. I'm observing her because in order for me to heal from whatever went on with her, I need to be able to understand this person's condition as thoroughly as I can. So, of course, like I've said on the N.A.R.C.N network before, I've been studying intensively narcissistic disorder and the associated disorders now for at least 18 months to 2 years. So I could really figure out what was going on with this person, and I've learned a massive amount of stuff even in just the past, let's say, 9 months, stuff that I wasn't aware about narcissism or how narcissist minds actually work. So this has helped me massively to grieve and repair myself from this narcissistic event that I had with this person, but it's also helped me to understand what might be going on with her, because even though she's caused me some degree of trauma in my life, of whatever nature, as we know, narcissists are subjected to all kinds of trauma with themselves before in life that affects them, and this is why they become the way that they are. So she herself has also gone through some type of trauma that has forged her to be the way that she is. So she does have to assume some responsibility for being a narcissist, but also some of what she's gone through is not of her own doing, and it's formed her into being this person that she is currently. And she had no say really in the matter. Of course, if this involves abuse, when she was of a very much younger age, which she has spoken to me about having in her life in various forms. She became a narcissist because of conditions that were put upon her by other people, and now she's being a narcissist with people in her adult life because this is just what she's fallen into being because she knows no other way of being other than that. So for myself, I'm trying to find understanding and compassion for this person, and even to understand perhaps she didn't do this necessarily on purpose. And that's not to say that there isn't some responsibility on her end for this, because there absolutely is, just like there is with any narcissist that we deal with. But I am also seeking to understand her. So when I observe her still on social media and I do these things, it's to keep an eye on her. It's to keep an eye on and see what she's doing, see what might be up with her in this way, because I am curious about this. And I do have to study these things, because I present things related to what's going on with her and what's going on with narcissism and my comprehension of it on the N.A.R.C.N network. So she is effectively an individual that I watch now, so that to gain information for use in my N.A.R.C.N network, because this helps me present stuff to you guys to understand narcissism better, and helps me to understand her better. And we'll see in the future whether or not she tries to communicate with me or not. I don't know if she will or will not. Like I said in the previous video that I mentioned, that I posted a couple of days ago, I did mention in that video that I reached out to her in October and wrote her a couple of messages in some of her social media that I knew she could see. I have not received a response from her. She did prompt me to follow her on social media, I believe, which I did do. And she did kind of present me with some responses in social media format, but not in message format to me in any way. So we'll see if she reaches out and communicates with me, if she feels safe enough to do so. I've stated to her when I sent her messages to her that she can respond to me with some rebuttal if she wishes to. She did actually write in one of her last messages that she sent me that I never let her talk about what was going on. I have let her talk in the past before. I don't think I've misconstrued anything she said to me in any particular way, but I would be the first one to give her free rein to have dialogue with me and talk about what's gone on with her and I. And I'm in no way trying to be aggressive in any way towards her. I would simply like her to communicate with me if she wishes to do so. And I would welcome that if she wishes to do so. I don't have any angry feelings or anything to put forth to this person, because I've reconciled myself with most of these things through the understanding of what may be going on with her and what these things may have caused in relation to me. So if she wishes to reach out and speak to me, she can in this instance. And if she wishes for me to keep this between her and I, depending on the dialogue and the conversation, I could even do that too. What I'm doing here is I figured with this episode I would present to you guys what was currently going on as far as this person asking me about observing my narcissist and why I do that. So like I was saying before, I observe my narcissist really for technical reasons, for scientific reasons, and to keep an eye on her because she's affected my life in such adverse ways, and I seek very much so to understand her, and that is the main reason why I continue to observe her, and why I continue to observe anything to do with narcissism. Keep in mind here that she is not actually the only narcissist in my life. I was with a person before her who I have also discovered is also narcissistic, just not in as extreme a ways as this narcissist is. But I have more than one experience with a narcissist in my life, and I'll probably be presenting points about this in some future videos on the N.A.R.C.N channel as well too, where I'll talk about the other narcissistic individuals who are in my life, and you guys will get to hear a little bit about that, and a little bit about that, how that affects me and how it may affect other situations that we learn about within narcissism. So I'm just going to say, I hope you guys have a great evening. This has been the topic of episode 82. And hopefully, you know, guys, stay tuned on the channel. I've got some great videos coming up. I've been doing a lot of new research lately. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you really soon.